Okay, so get this. You guys send in this article from philstar.com, and
Oh, yeah.
this one is about the Miss Universe predictions.
Uh-huh.
And
I saw that.
the expert has picked their top 20 semifinalists for Miss Universe this year.
Wow.
So we are going to go deep on this one.
Oh, this is going to be fun.
It's going to be so fun.
Okay.
And just like a little teaser, there's some really interesting potential upsets and a contestant who could make history and even like a robbery rematch drama.
Oh, really?
Oh, and all the buzz about who the early favorite is.
Oh, I love the tea.
I know, I know.
We'll
So
see.
I'm ready.
Let's get into it.
Okay, so the article dropped
Yeah.
as the delegates were arriving in Mexico City.
It's perfect timing.
I know, right?
It's like we're right there with them.
I know.
So the final show is going to be on November 16th, Manila time, on A2Z Kapamilya channel.
Mark your calendars.
Yes.
Okay, so the expert picked their top 10
Right?
for who they think is going to be in the semifinals, and I think we should go through each one.
Let's do it. Okay. Miss Philippines Chelsea Manalo.
Okay.
She's already made history as the first Filipino winner with Afro-American lineage.
Wow.
And now she wants to bring home the Philippines' fifth Miss Universe crown.
Can you imagine the pressure?
I know, like the weight of the expectations.
It's giving Destiny's Child vibes.
It is.
Okay, next we have Miss Peru Tatiana Calmel.
Okay, so her story is really interesting.
Oh, yeah.
Because a lot of pageant fans think that her fellow countrywoman, Janik Maseta, was robbed of the crown back in 2020.
Oh, so like the judges made the wrong call?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay, so now Tatiana's carrying the torch.
She is.
Wow, okay.
All right, next we have Miss Thailand Opal Chongsri.
Ooh, I've heard about her.
Yeah, there are rumors that she's a favorite with the organizers.
So there's like a certain type of contestant that the judges love?
Yeah, if you look back at the past winners, there are definitely some patterns in the qualities they like.
I wonder what those Miss Universe qualities are.
Me too.
Okay, well, moving on to Puerto Rico.
Oh, yes.
They're after their sixth crown.
Wow.
They're hoping to recreate that magic of when Marisol Malaret won in 1970.
Wow.
And she was crowned by our very own Gloria Diaz from the Philippines.
Oh, wow.
It's like a full circle moment.
I know. It's so cool how the pageant world is all connected.
I know.
Like all throughout history.
Okay, speaking of powerhouses, we
Yeah.
have to talk about Miss Venezuela.
Of course.
They already have 7 wins, and this year they're going for their 8th.
It's insane.
I know, like, they just know what they're doing when it comes to Miss Universe.
Yeah, it's like they have a Miss Universe boot camp down there.
That's hilarious.
Okay, next up we have Miss Denmark, Victoria Thielvig.
Ooh, what about her?
Well, the article said that she sparked some speculation because she visited Mexico City weeks before everyone else arrived.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
So some people are saying she's already a favorite.
Do you think she was just excited to be in Mexico City?
Maybe, but it's also possible that she was invited early to do like special appearances. We'll have to wait and see.
Okay, so next we have someone breaking boundaries.
Oh, tell me.
Miss South Africa, Mia LaRue. She is the first deaf winner in her country's pageant history.
Wow.
I know, and it reminds me of when Angela Ponce was the first transgender woman to compete in Miss Universe.
Yes.
Such a powerful moment.
And it seems like this year a lot of people are breaking boundaries.
I love that.
Yeah, it's so great to see how diverse and inclusive the pageant world is becoming.
I know. Okay, and speaking of, first, we can't forget about Miss Mexico competing on her home turf.
Oh, of course.
They're hoping to repeat that success of Denise Quiñones, who won for Puerto Rico in 2001 when it was held in Puerto Rico.
There's definitely an advantage to competing at home.
Yeah, for sure. That energy from the crowd must be incredible.
Absolutely.
Okay, next we have Miss Egypt Lagina Sala.
Okay, what about her?
She's challenging conventional beauty standards.
How so?
She's competing with a visible skin condition, either vitiligo or psoriasis.
Wow, her story is so inspiring.
I know, and it just shows that you can be confident and beautiful no matter what.
I love that.
Okay, and last but not least, we have Miss France, Indira Ampiat.
Okay.
And the article says that she has all the qualities to be a strong contender.
Ooh.
Yeah, so like, what do you think those qualities are?
Well, obviously she's accomplished and beautiful, but
Yeah.
I'm more interested to see her personality.
Right.
Like, does she have that charisma and stage presence?
You know, it's funny you mentioned that because...
It's often that spark, that intangible quality that makes a Miss Universe winner.
Totally.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've talked about the first 10 predicted semifinalists.
Yeah.
But there are actually 10 more.
Oh, right.
The expert predicted 20 total.
Okay.
So let's dive into the second half.
I'm ready.
All right, so first up, we have Miss Great Britain, Jessica Page.
Okay.
Now, the article didn't really say much about her,
Okay.
but Great Britain hasn't had a Miss Universe winner since 1984.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I wonder if that adds extra pressure, for her to break the streak.
I mean, it could go either way. Some people might feel the pressure while others see it as an opportunity.
Ooh, yeah, like make a grand entrance.
Exactly.
Okay, next up is Miss India Shweta.
Okay.
And India has a really impressive Miss Universe history.
Yeah, for sure.
They've already won twice.
I mean, think about Sushmita Sen and Lara Dutta.
Yes.
They're icons.
Right?
I always think it's so interesting how contestants from countries with, like, a big pageant legacy
Yeah.
handle the expectations.
I know. It's like, do they embrace it or do they, like, try to make their own path?
Right.
Yeah, it's interesting. Okay, so moving on to Miss Italy. Sophia Rollo.
Okay.
Italy's only won Miss Universe once.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, back in 1987.
Okay.
So I feel like a lot of countries this year are trying to recapture past glory.
It's true. It adds, like, a whole new level of excitement to the competition.
I know, like, who will be the one to break the curse?
Right.
Okay, we can't talk about Miss Universe without mentioning the reigning champs.
The USA.
Yes.
Oh, of course.
Now, the article didn't say the contestant's name,
Oh, okay.
but they hold the record for most wins with 9 titles.
That's insane. Like,
Yeah.
they have all the resources, the
See,
training.
it's like comparing a small independent film to a Hollywood blockbuster.
Oh, yeah. That's a good analogy.
Okay, next we have Miss Colombia, Maria Fernanda Aristizabal.
Oh, right.
Colombia also has 2 Miss Universe wins,
Yeah.
and they always do so well. But what do you think their secret is?
Well, I think they have a really strong pageant culture, and they have passionate fans
Yeah,
and, of course, amazing training programs. But I also think they just have this Colombian charm.
right. It's like that je ne sais quoi.
Exactly.
Okay, up next, Miss Spain, Athenia Perez.
Okay.
Spain has 1 Miss Universe win,
Mm-hmm.
but they've been doing really well in recent years, making it to the semifinals and the finals.
It feels like they're building momentum.
I know, right? Like they're playing the long game.
Totally. And Athenia seems like she has what it takes to win.
Okay, switching gears to Miss Curacao Ledo.
Okay.
So Curacao has never won Miss Universe,
No.
but they were first runner-up in 1968.
So close.
Yeah, so it would be huge if she won.
Yeah, it would put them on the map.
Totally. Okay, almost to the end of the list. Next, we have Miss Dominican Republic, Mariana Downing.
Oh, yes.
The Dominican Republic has 1 Miss Universe win,
Right.
and they always seem to do really well, especially when it comes to evening gowns and that final walk.
Oh, they always know how to work it on stage. I
Right.
can't wait to see her strut her stuff.
Okay, and last but not least, we have Miss Netherlands, Ricky Cullen.
Okay.
The Netherlands has 1 win, but it was all the way back in 1989.
Wow.
But they've been making a comeback in recent years.
It's interesting how many countries this year are trying to break long winning droughts.
I know, it makes it so exciting.
Definitely.
Okay, so we've gone through all 20 of the experts' predicted semifinalists. What an amazing and diverse group. I'm so excited. What are your overall impressions?
You know what's really cool is how global the representation is this year.
I know, right?
Like, it's amazing to see so many different countries and cultures represented.
It really feels like the definition of Miss Universe is evolving.
Yeah, it's not just about beauty anymore.
It's about so much more.
Exactly, like intelligence, charisma, and making a difference in the world.
Totally. Okay, so we've talked about all these amazing contestants and the recurring themes like comebacks and breaking barriers. For our listener who's trying to figure out who might actually win, what do you think is like the most important takeaway from this expert analysis?
That's a good question. As much as we love these predictions,
Oh, yeah.
beauty pageants are super subjective.
True.
Like, it really all comes down to what the judges prefer on that specific night.
So basically it's anyone's game.
Pretty much.
Okay, so we shouldn't be placing any bets just yet.
Probably not. But it's more about enjoying the journey, and
Yeah.
like seeing whose personality really shines through.
So true. It's like the expert analysis gives us a good starting point,
Right.
but the real magic happens when those contestants are on stage. All right, so I have a question for you, dear listener, based on everything we talked about today. Which of these predicted semifinalists do you find most compelling and why?
Yeah. And what is it about their story or their background that makes you think they have what it takes to be Miss Universe?
Ooh, and think about other factors too, like their stage presence,
Oh, yeah.
how well they speak.
And if they can connect with the
I
audience.
know it's going to be so exciting to see who
I
wins.
can't wait.
Me neither. So mark your calendars for November 16th
Yes.
to see who is crowned Miss Universe 2024.
The countdown is on.
This has been such a fun deep dive. We've learned about so many incredible women
I know.
and explored the future of the Miss Universe competition. So until next time, happy watching.